here I am up at Whitelee Windfarm. It has been snowing through the night, so road is not an option. So I'm going to head out in the wind farm. Brought the mountain bike today. Could have done it in the gravel, but just giving the mountain bike another wee run out. So join me and we'll head round Whitelee Windfarm. So as you can see, it's a nice whiteout day up here. The great thing about the wind farm is lots of signs to guide you around. The roads all show up on the maps on Wahoo, and I'm assuming Garmin too, which is brilliant. And underfoot, you know, the snow underfoot in the road of a day like this, it can be ice, but underfoot here it's just the gravel, so you're not going to slip around too much. So I'm just going to keep going just now. I've made some yellow snow, time to push on, keep the legs warm. Had another wee break here, nice open bit. It's actually part of a route my club, Loudon Road Club, do. Now you can see we're just in the lee of some trees. The snow had turned to hail a wee bit for a wee minute and we were getting a wee bit of a stingy face. But why do I love it? I love Whitelee in general, but why do I love it in the winter? Well, as you can see, it can be absolutely beautiful. Now obviously, on a windy day, it can be a bit unpleasant. As you can see, there's a few hundred windmills here, so it was situated for the wind. But it's pretty still today, and to be honest, most of the year the wind isn't too bad if you pick and choose it. But why do I like it in the winter? Well, you find in the roads are either covered in grit, all the oil and everything that's been lying has just been loosened up by that rain that we've had, or there's ice basically on the back roads that we like to cycle on normally. So you come up to the wind farm, it's perfect. You're away from the traffic. I know today it's covered in snow, but usually it's nice and gritty underfoot. So see, even if it's been icy, you're still gritty, you've still got good traction, and you come up here with your gravel bike. They had the Scottish Championships here for gravel this year, and I'm in here all the time. There is an actual route called Whitelee Windmill, which is 160 kilometres, so just about your metric 100 miles. So there literally is hundreds of kilometres of roads that you can come and cycle here in gravel, all within touching distance of Ayr, Glasgow, pretty much anywhere on the central belt. It's perfect if you want to do some gravelling. And the good thing about it is, yeah, there are a few dead ends to some windmills, but there are lots of roads that cross over the top of each other, so you can make different routes and figure of eights, and you can change it up every time you come. I've found I've got to know the routes quite well, so I end up being like a bit of a tour guide when I bring other people up here. But even myself, I find a lot of this is all forested on a regular basis, so it can look completely different from 1 week, 1 month, 1 day to the next. For instance, the bit behind me about 6 months ago was completely forested, and so you come around here, it was like coming through an alleyway of trees. It's totally gone, looks totally different now, so it is changing all the time, but it is always beautiful. I mean, I'm up here all year round, but winter time, bit of ice in the road, bit chilly outside, chuck the bike in the boot of the car, bring it up to the visitor car park, and on you come. Unfortunately, my bit of advice for Whitelee Windfarm, the visitor centre's mobbed today, and over Christmas it's always mobbed because folk like to come for a walk or a cycle up here on a beautiful day like this. They shut the cafe over December and February. Now I understand them shutting for Christmas and New Year, that's perfectly fine, everybody needs a break. But you think it does not make good business sense. And the cafe is actually quite good for a coffee and a scone or a hot roll at the end of a ride, but I advise you to get here. The summertime is totally different, totally green, and some of the wildlife you get up here is fantastic. I've seen fox prints all over today, and other times of the year I have actually seen big foxes and hares up here. There are deer up here as well, plenty of buzzards, plenty of hawks, and on 2 occasions I have actually seen an adder in the middle of the July heat in the summertime. So it's got a bit of everything. So going to get back on my bike and I'll maybe speak to you near the end. So, back at the car, bike packed away, just a little over 25k today, which isn't that long in comparison to normal, but given the snow, it was great to get out, and that's what the Windfarm's actually great for. Just wish there was a wee coffee open here today, but as I said, it's shut at this time of year. But again, fantastic. There is a wee mountain bike skills track here. It's only about 1.5 km long. You can use that. Didn't bother with that today. I think actually it's mostly aimed at kids and starters and mountain biking. But as I say, a fantastic day to get out in the Windfarm. There's actually lots of dog walkers and other cyclists here and their gravel bikes. I'm usually my gravel bike when I'm in here, but the mountain bike did the job today. So if you could just give this video a wee like and maybe just follow me with a wee subscribe, or follow me on Instagram at The Lone Biker, that would be great. And thanks for watching my Whitelee winter adventure.